Hello, welcome to another video where, as you can see, this is Pro Skater 4 GBA, except you can actually see it right now. Because I need to make an apology for the past 5 years, I think, where I decided to just not give you this shit, even though what happened is that Sony Vegas, it has this shady little thing where it will happily blank out at random for any fucking reason at all. Like, for no reason, really. And because of that, it will lead to footage getting lost. And that happens in the render, doesn't happen in the actual footage that I record. It only happens in the render. Now, a smart person, like I am now, would check the footage that's rendered and make sure that, you know, what is being shown, and it isn't fucking gone. You can hear the game, you can, you know, hear my voice, but you can't see shit from the blackouts. And if I had to check my footage, then a lot of the shit would be fixed. I didn't fucking do that though, did I? I didn't. So, unfucking fortunately, I essentially fucked up. And 2015-16 me was a complete fuck up on checking anything. You saw that beforehand where I had to do an entire fucking re-recording of a level for Fur Fire's Vegas Revenge because I didn't fucking upload that one part and I skipped it entirely for no good fucking reason. And yeah, when it came to all those uploads, Pro Skater 4 GBA, there were a lot of moments where the video just blacked out, and for the first part, a whole 2 minutes from the very beginning were gone. All of what you're seeing here was not there. Now, because I didn't actually show this shit, I didn't bother to because I made my character to skip all of this. I'm showing you it now anyway, just in case you get something a little bit new. But yeah, this is all shit that I wanted to show, and I should have shown, but I never checked my fucking recordings. I never checked my fucking render. So, unfortunately, when I uploaded the videos, they were blacked out. And by the time I even had them up, all of my recordings that I had beforehand were deleted. So I could not just go back and re-render and shit. So, I decided for some years, I'm doing some other shit right now, I got some other shit on my plate. I'm not gonna come back to this. This is a done Let's Play. I'm moving on. I'm a fucking asshole and an idiot for doing that to you. Because a lot of you have been really wanting this shit to get shown because it cut out gaps that I wanted to show. So I am so fucking sorry for being such a fuckhead. It's fixed now. I'm not being a fuckhead anymore. I'm actually going to show this shit to you and actually show what I was supposed to show with the game. Here is that text I showed beforehand, I read on, and then I skated around, I collected something around here. I'm doing myself the favor of looking around this entire area here as well as where the cut, you know, came back. And I'm essentially going to collect what I can just to make sure that what I found, I got. So I don't know what hidden package I actually got that was cut out. I didn't know what cache I got that was cut out. I didn't know what stat points I got which were cut out. All I can do with the starting of the 2 minutes is to essentially look around and just, you know, take care of business, essentially. Just take care of my surroundings and make sure not to screw things up. Because all I'm doing right now is trying to relearn what I did beforehand that I now have lost from my original footage from years ago. And eventually you'll be seeing the cuts again where I'm going to be showing all of the gaps. I'm not going to read them out because I read them out in the fucking recording. I might read them out because I have a fucking tendency to do that anyway. But for the most part, this is, in essence, everything that I wanted to show in the parts that Vegas decided to black out by itself. And again, I am so fucking sorry. For one, never checking the renders back then. I do that now. Every render I do is checked to make sure that shit like that from that fucking Let's Play never happens again. And I'm also sorry for deleting my footage right afterwards like a fucking moron, just in case any of the shit goes bad. I should have been keeping that stuff in case. I know why. It's because of space on my computer and shit, but still. And I am so fucking sorry for taking years to even come back to this and re-record the stuff to show the shit properly. Especially when it came to the gaps, because I know that a lot of you use my Let's Plays on these games, especially the GBA games in question, to know not only how to get through this shit, how to beat this shit, but also where all the gaps are. I do know that you use my Let's Plays as a visual guide for the checklist, and the very fucking fact that the videos decide to black out on the gaps themselves and just completely disappear all of the gaps that I wanted to show. That was a fuck off, and the very fact I never went back and fixed that, in particular, I am a complete and utter lobotomite for fucking doing that to you. And I'm so fucking sorry for being so incompetent back then. I am not incompetent anymore, especially after going back and fixing the Fur Fighters Rules Revenge fuck up from back then. 2015 me, 2016 me, those years of me, from 15 to 16, I am just an utter fucking moron. I didn't know what I was doing. I should have known what I was doing. I've been doing it for years at that point, and yet, dumbass I am, didn't fucking do that. Didn't fix the shit. Didn't fucking, just do the effort of re-recording and getting the shit, dealt with. No, I decided to be a fuckhead and say, nah, I understand people are fine with what I had. No, that people were not fine. So yeah, here are, some of these are going to be, the same stuff, that some of them did show up, but there was some stuff that didn't show up and were cut out from the beginning and such, so you wouldn't have an idea where it really starts. Except for one of them, I think you can kind of get the idea of one of them from Shipyard at least. But yeah, here's 10 AM Wake Up, which completely disappeared, and here are these two gaps here, which completely disappeared as well, which was 6 AM Wake Up and Cake Grind. And then there was also this gap here, which requires you to grind across this rooftop here from this wire, which I then got River University, as well as Exploit Master from having to speed and get the jump there. And then there was also this grind over here up to this roof, and then down to the grind below hand with Show and Tell. So, a good amount of gaps were missing from this. In fact, the first part got the worst out of it all. But so did Shipyard. And here's the Shipyard gaps. So here's the two gaps that were cut out, SG Rules Air, and then this gap here you have to jump over and grind through for no surprise. And then there were also these grinds here, which I take care of, like grind these two sheds here, from this wire all the way through in order to get Shed Happens. And then there was also this whole entire grind jump over here, grind up this spot here, and then grinding downward onto here for I Hope, which fucking Jumpy Luck, a speedrunner, needed help with. So just letting you know on that shit, okay? Also, Clink is next to Clank, so there you go. And then there's also, these grinds here, jumping across from there and grinding around the fucking bowl in order to take care of inspecting the ship. And then there was a whole line that was cut out as well, which was this fucking line right here. In fact, the entire ending of the Shipyard part was gone. You didn't miss too much after this one, but yeah, it still sucked. And then there was, London, which had the rest of the stuff that was cut out, which was the waterworks stuff. There was that one up there, then there was the one down here which did show up. Then there was the planter grind right over here, this planter in particular, only planter really for not so long. And then there was the last gap that was cut out, which was grind this ramp and then grind this ledge here for Tea Party. I did it all in one combo with the other two gaps afterwards that you did see. And that's it. that is everything that was cut out. And as you can kind of see, if I knew about the 2 minutes that I missed, you can kind of see that it was about 5 minutes of footage just missing. That should not have happened. And it should not have taken me this long to fix this. Now, does it mean that I, have to go back and add all of the shit into the parts and re-upload them fucking 5 years later? No. Those can stay where they are. But, this shit, this will definitely be in the comment section in case you were wondering what the fuck's going on. This will definitely be in the comments of all these parts. With the first part, the 4th part with Shipyard, and I believe like the 6th part with London, I think. All the other parts were pretty much fine. None of them fucked up like these 3. But yeah, these were monumentally bad fucking problems. And I am ashamed that I never got through and fixed this shit. So I am so fucking sorry for fucking up there. It's fixed now, though. I went back and re-recorded all of this shit as fast as possible, and it's done. It is all good now, so I hope you can forgive me for not showing this shit properly. I hope you can forgive me for being such a fucking idiot for this shit. And I hope at the very least this finishes everything. Nothing's missing, really. Everything should be pretty self-explanatory from there. You should be able to understand this shit. Hopefully, this is going to be fine as the video to fix up my fuck-ups. If there are any other fuck-ups I made in my past Let's Plays, please let me know in the comments or in my fucking Twitter or whatever. Please let me know, okay? That's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.